বাংলা।
রিল্যাক্স রেডিও বাংলা, সারাদিন সারাক্ষণ।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা। আশা করি আপনারা সবাই ভালো আছেন, সুস্থ আছেন আর অবশ্যই রিল্যাক্স রেডিওর সাথে আছেন। আমি হাফসা ইসলাম চলে আসলাম আপনাদের সাথে লেটস টক উইথ হাফসা ইসলাম। আমার সাথে আজকে অনেক গেস্ট আছেন। আর কিন্তু আজকের প্রোগ্রামটা কিন্তু আমরা ইংলিশে কন্ডাক্ট করব। যেহেতু অনেকেই আছেন আমার সাথে যারা বাংলায় কথা বলতে পারেন না। তাই আমরা ইংলিশে প্রোগ্রামটা পরিচালনা করব। তো আমার সাথে দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমার পাশেই বসা। যেহেতু উনাকে দেখা যাচ্ছে আমার সাথে ভিজিবলি। তো আমাদের সাথে আছেন রিংকু ভাই, যিনি গত সপ্তাহে আসছিলেন। উনাদের সাথে আমরা প্রোগ্রাম করেছিলাম পার্ট 1 ফুড ক্যারাম কম্পিটিশন নিয়ে। তো আজকেও আমরা ক্যারাম কম্পিটিশন নিয়ে কথা বলব। 25th অ্যানিভার্সারি অফ ক্যারাম কম্পিটিশন যেটা ইউকে ক্যারাম ফেডারেশন অর্গানাইজ করছে। তো এটা নিয়ে কথা বলব। আমার সাথে আছেন আম ইতিমধ্যে জয়েন করে ফেলেছেন নজরুল ইসলাম ভাই। উনি হলেন ইউকে আম ক্যারাম ফেডারেশনের প্রেসিডেন্ট। তো নজরুল ইসলাম ভাই, ওয়েলকাম টু দ্য শো। তারপর আমার সাথে আছেন হলো আ আমার সাঙ্কাল, যিনি সানাকাল, সরি। আমার সানাকাল যিনি আ হলেন জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি অফ সিএফ ইউকেসিএফ। তারপর আমার সাথে আছেন হলো আ শাহেদ উদ্দিন, যিনি এই পুরা প্রোগ্রাম মানে আ ক্যারাম কম্পিটিশনটাকে স্পন্সর করছেন। So welcome to the show, Shahid bhai. Then I have Sandesh Karekar. Sorry if I mispronounced your name wrong.
No, you pronounced
Sandesh is a
absolutely
player.
correctly.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Hafsa.
So if I go to Shahid bhai, first of all, because we heard Nazrul bhai last week about Carrom competition and all that, what's going to happen and what's happening. But Shahid bhai, why are you so keen to sponsor this Carrom competition? What interested you the most?
First of all, thank you for inviting me, and thank you Rinku Bhai, Najru Bhai, and the other guys. I don't believe I've met. Um, I think the main reason for first and foremost, I was introduced to this by Rinku Bhai. I know him for a number of years. I love him, respect him a lot. And Carrom is it's something that I've never actually got involved with before, but I've always been familiar with the actual game.
Right.
So I thought it's a
Have
very.
you played before?
I have not, but not on a professional level.
Right.
It's just your like, pass your time kind of situation. I don't want to be competing with these guys. They're too good for me. But it's a nice game. I like the game. I like what uh, you guys are doing over there. So it was very interesting from the moment Drinkerby mentioned it to me, and therefore it's a unique thing that I'm involved with in terms of sponsorship because I've never been in this type of a sponsorship before. So yeah, this is why I'm involved.
That's good. And what's your expectation from this whole event?
I think more than anything, I'm expecting to meet a lot of people from different backgrounds. Just first-hand experience what a tournament and a competition and Carrom body is all about. I've never seen it before, so it's my first time. So I just wanted to see the whole thing. Meet a lot of people. Hopefully a lot of business people who can benefit from the services I provide as well. So this is what my expectations are.
Okay. And will you be attending all 3 days?
I don't think I can make it to all 3 days. I'll be talking to Rinkubai and Azubai and arrange which days would be good. Potentially I'll come on the first day and maybe the last day.
Okay.
Unless you guys need me. If you need me, inshallah, I'll be there.
Okay. Thank you, Shahid bhai. If I can go to Amar Sankal. Amar, how are you feeling about this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that we have been preparing for this event for quite some time. And over the last year, I mean, we've been getting ready, knowing that we are going to have all our European friends coming over. So yeah, it's kind of very very exciting to be waiting for this event
I'm on a Zoom call, right?
and
Yeah,
hosting it as
no
well.
problem. See? Um,
What's your expectation, if I ask you?
yeah.
And how many, since when you started being with Carrom competition?
Well, I mean, I have the game Carrom itself. I have been playing since childhood,
Okay.
in school, etc. But I suppose my professional Carrom playing started here in the UK since 2012, I would say. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So almost last 11 years.
And
Not
you're
much getting there.
participating with this competition.
Sorry,
Are
sorry, I
you one
missed.
of the participants?
Yes, I am one of the participants as well.
Okay. Okay. And what's your expectation this time?
Well, I'm going to beat them all.
Have you ever won?
Well, I did manage to win one doubles, but that was because I was partnering with one of our great champions who has won the Eurocup almost 9 or 10
Wow.
times, Mr.
Okay.
Karnal.
Okay. So this time you're definitely up for it to lose the other contestant.
Let's see.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll be there on the first day, hopefully.
Thank you.
If I can go to Nazrul Islam Bhai. I know we discussed it last week about the Carrom competition and your feelings, but if you want to just touch on it, what um, about the competition? Why you're excited this time, and why is it been held in this country? Because I know it's been held in other countries as well.
Hi everyone. Hello Sandesh, Amar,
Hello.
Rinku bhai. Good to see you all together today. Um, expectation wise, I'm not looking forward to win the game since I am not playing. But expectation to host it properly. If we can host it properly, we can look after our guests properly. We can give them good service that they will remember for rest of their life. This 25th and Eurocup anniversary. And same time, from our players, I'm expecting to do good result since we have a very good and strong team. Like one of the team players, and she is our executive member as well. Uh, he is going to be the captain of the team, and he's controlling all the players. So with his leadership, I'm definitely very much confidence that we'll do well.
Sorry. Yeah. So, Nazrul Bhai,
The line is breaking. I didn't hear what you said.
okay. Can you hear me now? Hello. Okay, if I go to Rinku Bhai, if you want to add on anything that Nazrul Bhai said.
Well, like Nazrul Bhai said, and Amar is me and Nazrul Bhai, those players who's not participating, who's not playing. Obviously, we have to look after our guests, and it's not one or two guests. It's like there's nine countries involved, European countries, including us, 10 countries. So all these players coming over here, we'll do our level best to accommodate them nicely, give them good service, look after them, whatever they need, and make sure the tournament goes well. And hopefully, it becomes a successful tournament.
How many countries did you say last time was involved in
total
this?
10 countries,
10
including
countries.
UK.
Okay. And what in UK are there from different diverse community or
Yes,
just
like we said, we got the captain of our UK team, Sandesh. He's from India. We have Mazharul Islam Munna from Bangladesh. We have other two Indians also, one from Aniket Aniket from India, and we have Natwar from India. So we have 3 Indian and 1 Bangladeshi player in team
Okay.
events.
Okay.
But we also there are other players like Amar. There's about 20 players also taking part from different countries.
Okay. And the other countries?
Other countries, most of them are from original, like French, Italian. They're from their own countries. There's only few Asians involved, but majority of them are from their own nations, their own countries.
We've got Eliza. She just made it.
Wow.
President of European Carrom Federation.
Ah, yeah.
Hello.
Good to see you,
Sorry,
Eliza.
I'm in the middle of the road.
You've been trying from last week to get into the studio, but with bit of a luck, you made it.
I
today.
don't know if this is going to work because I don't know if you can see where I am.
It's good to see you.
It's,
You're out and
it's a
about.
bit noisy. I'll
Right.
try finding somewhere quieter. Maybe
Okay.
in here.
Welcome to the show. Eliza, if you want to just touch on how you feel about the tournament and what interests you the most with this tournament.
Well, we're super excited about coming to the UK for the 25th Eurocup. Also because, the first one was in London, in Luton. So it's a real treat to be able to be back for the Jubilee edition. And I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And I really look forward, both as the president, but also as a player from Italy in taking part. And I'm sure that all the UK organisers are going to do a fantastic job.
So which one do you feel more proud of, being a player or being a president of the European Carrom Federation?
Well, they're 2 different things. I enjoy both. I mean, playing is obviously great fun. I don't aspire to any of the top positions. So many of us come year after year, and we hope just to do better than the year before. So that's what we're here for. And president, yes, it's a job, answering emails mainly and keeping everybody together and in touch.
Mm-hmm.
It's we've been doing it for a long time, and the Carrom family is very, very. We're all very good friends, so there's never any issues of any. It's always fun to be involved.
Good to know, and I think it's a very good way of building network from every country. Each country, you'll have a good forms of friendship, which really makes the difference in our life, I think. And having diverse people being involved, that really makes differences in the society, which good to see. Can I ask a question to Nazrul Bhai now? Nazrul Bhai, I know you are hosting the Europe, the Cup in UK now, but what's the next one you are hoping to hold? And which country would it be next?
The European competition wise, I think next one is due for Serbia. Whether they are ready or not, we don't know yet. We'll have a meeting on Saturday night, ECC meeting, and we'll find out who is going to be hosting next Eurocup, 26th Eurocup.
Right.
And international wise, it should be Switzerland for World Cup next year. So I'm not sure whether it's still there or plan has changed. Elisa will know better.
If I ask Elisa the same question, because she knows better.
You're asking me?
That which country is going to host the next Eurocup?
World Cup. World Cup.
World Cup.
Sorry. Oh, the World Cup should be Switzerland.
Okay.
And the next Eurocup, Serbia.
Serbia, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Switzerland should be the next one. We hope they confirm.
Okay. Can I ask you a question again to Elisa? That what interested you to become a Carrom player? I think we lost Elisa at the moment. So if I ask the same question to Sandesh.
Right. So, what interests me to become a Carrom player? Is that your question?
Yeah.
I mean, I started playing Carrom when I was a kid. I was in primary school at the time. I learned the game as any kid in India would do. But my game actually improved when I started to play with my friend's father. His name is Kishore Chandra Baria, and he was a professional player at the time. And since then, my game improved, and I started playing intercollegiate and state level tournaments. And since 2006, when I moved to UK, I was away from the game for almost 10 years. And that is the time in 2016, if I remember correctly, I got in touch with Mr. Nazrul Islam, who's the president of the UKCF. And that's since then, I'm back in the game again.
Okay.
And since 2017, I have participated in Eurocups, in team event, especially in Italy, Germany, and Poland in 2019, and 2022, respectively. And this year again, I've got an opportunity to participate in team again, which is the Silver Jubilee occasion, which we are hosting in the London, UK itself. So, I must tell you, it was not easy this time because the competition level has gone up and it was very difficult to make a place in the team. And I would say, luckily, I have managed to still stay in the team. Maybe you can say, I would say I got a technical advantage on some what can I say? I would say I got a technical advantage, and I'm still in the team. And I did. I was captain before in the last event in Poland. So this is going to be the second time that I'm captaining the team again.
Okay.
In Poland, we were on second rank. So this time we are trying to keep the title to ourselves. We'll try and do everything which is in our capacity to make sure that it happens. I mean, just for the benefits of the viewers, we are talking about Carrom, but just the listeners of your show. I would like to just give you a quick recap of what the game is about, if that's all right with you. If I put it in the words of Mr. Arun Deshpande, he's a veteran Carrom player back home in India. He puts it very simply. It's a game of pure physics and geometry. And I read this article not very long ago, in 2017 maybe, and I realized, despite playing this game for so many years, if somebody puts it so elegantly that it's a game of physics and geometry, I didn't know it was, but I didn't realize until the time I read that article. And similarly, like other World Cup winners, they would put it differently. For example, they would say it's a hand and eye coordination game, or somebody would say it's a body positioning, foot positioning, a hand grip, a good grip, aggressive or defensive strategies, etc., shot selection, and the list goes on. So the people who watch the game are also captivated as the players themselves. So it's a pretty interesting game. It doesn't matter which end you are at a viewing end or playing end. End of the day, everybody is in the game.
Of course. And what's I had a question in my mind, but I forgot. I'll come back to you when I remember it.
I'm here. Happy to answer.
Yeah, let me go to Omar. Omar,
Hello. Yeah.
you are playing from your childhood as a player, but how would you encourage others from, like nowadays the children are more into mobile devices, like they use phone, they use tablets and all that. How can you encourage these young children to become more involved?
I think you have asked a very, very important question, and it is, I will say, not easy, especially because we can't compete with technology. So we have to basically kind of introduce it slowly and make it interesting to the children. Now, one of the things which I found, that me being a player and trying to be a competitor as well, what I found is I am not such a good teacher of the game, especially when trying to introduce it to the younger people. And I learned it by making some mistakes. And that's when I realized, when you are teaching introducing this game to children, you have to make it more interesting rather than introducing the kind of rules and how to play, etc., etc. So I have learned from that, and I'm now making changes to how we introduce these things. And at the same time, we are also one more thing which we started a few years ago is conducting Carrom after school clubs in the school itself. So that way, the children come to know about this, especially in this country where a lot of forget about children, even adults do not know about this game. So introducing this as an after-school club was a very nice way, I thought, to get people interested. And I must say that we did have a very good positive response for quite some time. I think almost 1.5, 2 years we managed it on a weekly basis. Every Thursday we used to have in my son's school, primary school. But because of COVID, we had to stop. And after COVID, it's been a bit difficult to basically pick up again on that one. But we are trying that by introducing, okay, if we can't do it at school level, why not do it at the community level? And
Definitely.
that's why we have now started having regular sessions open for the local community here in South End, where I live.
Okay.
So we are doing that, and that way getting people interested. We already have some people who are coming regularly. Some people have said, oh, because it's summer holidays, we are away for the time being, but when we are back, we'll start coming.
Right.
So I think hopefully this kind of
That's
takes
brilliant,
traction.
brilliant idea to encourage young children. We should start from school children, because
Yes,
your child is
yes,
going to the school. So
yeah,
maybe you work along with your child, with their friends, and then
mm,
encourage others to join.
yeah, yeah.
Rinkubai, have you got anything to say or add on to this? How we can in London try to do something like that?
Like I said even last week,
Yeah.
I'm on a process of taking this into primary schools. It's not easy. Like Amar said, maybe he's from South End, a different borough, very small community there. But here in Tower Hamlets, where I live, we
It's
got
quite
so
big.
many big Asian community, but unfortunately, we cannot take that into the schools yet. But yeah, still working on it. With fingers crossed, hopefully, we'll get there sooner.
Yeah, I hope so too. And maybe we all can work together.
Of course.
Like Nazrulbai in his area, he works together. Maybe his children are still young and they go to school, so maybe get their own children. But the funny thing is, we were discussing the other day, whatever we like doing, our children, we cannot encourage them
No.
to get involved.
Mhm.
Very fortunate. I think Amar is very fortunate to get his child involved and encourage them to go and explore that in school, rather than some families we do find it hard. Whatever our interests are, we cannot get our children to get involved in that, which is a shame. They don't show no interest, but maybe we try to organize something for the youth work through youth generation.
But if you look at it, Afsafal,
Indeed.
when you were kids, we didn't have this internet. We didn't have
No, we
this
didn't.
IT and all this technology, high technology. We were like running around all day long. Every seconds we used to play around. I mean, we didn't spend our time just sitting down and
No.
we were like active. We are physically active all the time. But nowadays, children, they want to be the computers. They want to be in a laptop, iPad, and like you said, the mobile phones devices. So it's very difficult to convert them into these like games, physical games.
True.
But it's not impossible.
It is
It's,
possible,
of
but
course,
like we were discussing the other day, we need to work with their parents first,
parents, exactly, especially mothers.
especially mothers, yeah,
Yes.
because they're the one who takes them to this kind of initiatives. So yes, Sandesh,
Yes.
You're playing from young age, but do you have any children, and are they interested to play along with you?
I would say that's a wrong question that you're asking, because
Oh, you're not.
I don't have children.
Oh, so.
And I need to first find somebody.
Oh, okay. So now we know that you're not even married. So husband to be, or you need to find somebody online for you then through the show.
It looks like I've turned this show as like a matrimonial search.
Matrimonial
Please,
site.
let's not go there. Yeah. So I mean, but it doesn't. I mean, irrespective of whether I have children or not, I mean, we do have a very young child who plays in the ranking tournaments. And it's worth mentioning here, because he started playing when he was 8 or 9 years. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah.
And you won't believe the level of game that he has shown in last since 2018. I think he started playing since we were playing Eurocup in France.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at his performance in last 5 years, now even the seasoned player are finding it difficult to compete with him.
Right.
So yes, I mean, there is young talent, so we are trying to tap it as much as we can.
Okay. I think we need to take a short break. So we are going to take a short break. After the break, we'll come back to our 25th anniversary of Carrom Eurocup. So stay tuned. I think we've got some technical difficulties, so we'd rather continue with our show rather than taking a break. So we've got to Shahid Bhai back. Welcome back, Shahid Bhai. You went away and were hiding away from us.
No, I was always here. I just had the camera off, so
Camera
I
off.
was listening to you.
Okay, Shahid Bhai, what's your future plan for this kind of activities? Are you going to sponsor, or are you going to start your own thing, or encourage other community people to come forward and support?
I think I like the initiative. So for me, it would be a good point to introduce other communities, other people, other businesses that may show interest. But I'm enjoying the conversation you guys having about getting the younger generation involved in physical activities or physical sports rather than a tablet or a digital medium that they now used to. This is also a very good way to inspire our young generation by promoting events such as this. So yeah, no, I'll continue to support this particular event and see what we can do.
Thank you. And Nazrul Bhai, I know we talked about last week about the event, the time and the date, but if you want to share the whole thing again, because a lot of the people who may have not seen the last week program, so if you can share the time, the place, the venue, everything. Can't hear you, Nazrul Bhai.
Yeah. Hello again. Yeah. Venue is very important. It's Brunel University. It's Netball Hall Sports Center. It's Netball Hall Sports Center because Brunel University is very big complex. So to find out, you need a specific spot where the match is going to be held. Is in Netball Hall Sports Center, just opposite the main reception of Brunel University. our first day, Thursday, we are welcoming all the players. So no activities, only practice for the players. From the Friday morning, 9 o'clock opening ceremony. Match start from 9:30, and there is a break for 1.5 hour from 12:30 to 2 o'clock for lunch break. Then match goes on. It's going to be 8 rounds on first day. Match finish at 8 o'clock, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. There's going to be team events and doubles. On second day, Friday, match start from 9 o'clock. It's going to be
Saturday.
8 round again. Saturday, yeah, Saturday 8 rounds again, and on Sunday is going to be the last day and the closing ceremony.
At what
So
time?
anyone wants any information, if you visit our website, ukcarromfed.com or Eurocup 2023. If you type in Google, you will find all the information about when is the matches, what time is starting, when is closing ceremony, everything.
And if somebody wants to know more information or to contact a person, who do they contact?
If they visit the website, there is a phone number, so they can call to this number to find out or need to find anything. Or if personnel knows anyone, we are always happy to answer their question and give them all the information.
Is there any ticket system to this?
No, this is open for everyone. It's open for all viewers, so anyone can come in and watch the matches.
That's good. Rinkubai, despite you being a vice president, but I know you play as well. And I know you're not playing for this match, but how do you select your players? And would you be interested to play this time? Even if you were interested, would
Thank you.
be
It's a good
able-
question. How do you select your teams? Because I've been getting a lot of calls from a lot of players who knows me or through my connection saying that, can we take part in this tournament? Basically, you cannot take part in this tournament as of now. You have to be a registered player for the UKCF, which is the United Kingdom Carrom Federation, and you have to play at least 3 of 6 ranking tournaments a year,
right,
to qualify for international events. And to become on top, my request is to you play the 6th ranking and try your level best so you come on top 4. Top 4 players goes to represent UK into various countries for World Championship, World Cup, things like that. Not 20 players participate in World Cup. Only top 4 players gets to play. So it's very important to play the ranking and to become the top 4 players. And like I said, I'm getting a lot of calls, and through the Relaks radio media and print media and all other medias, I'm getting a lot of response. A lot of people are interested. So hopefully the ranking we'll do from next year's ranking, we'll be getting a lot of players involved.
Right. Are there many women?
There are a lot of women, especially from the last tournament we've done between Relaks Radio and the UKCF. A lot of women are. I don't know if you got a call today from one of the lady wanted to play. I said, contact Hafsa, she knows. They go and visit the Brunel University and see how we play, how European players plays. So she'll probably go with you on Friday.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's good to see that people, especially women, are showing interest to play Carrom, because last competition that we did together, a lot of calls I received afterward as well, that they're interested. They thought maybe we're having competition throughout a couple of days, but it was just one day event. But yeah, it's good that women are showing interest. But in terms of getting women on board, how can we approach more women to come, young generation to come? What is there any forms that they need to fill in UK CF website?
Yes, there is a membership form.
Okay.
You need to be a member, and but main thing is that after Wafa, we need to, like the tournament we've done before, we need to do more of these tournaments. So the more women's gets to play. I remember last time we took only few players, not many players, 16 players, because the venue was very small. We only had 4 boards.
Yeah.
So even with 4 boards, if you can do regular tournament instead of one-off, I'm sure there are a lot of women's, will come and play Carrom.
And also, I think what we need to do is we need to organize regular basis,
Exactly.
practicing, because a lot of women, they are interested to play, but because they can't practice at home.
So it's not just women's. We'll do a tournament if women can bring their children with them.
Okay.
So we can have a children's tournament. We can have mix and match, husband and wife, couple tournament. We can do brother and sisters tournament, young children's tournament.
Young children,
So
definitely.
it's going to be, we need to work on it. I'm sure
Definitely.
once we finish the Eurocup, we'll sit down and, we'll go through it and see what we can do for the community.
Amar, do you have any plan like that to organize event in Southend?
Yeah, now that we have basically started off holding sessions with as more people come and as we are able to kind of expand on this, I am looking forward to basically holding a local tournament as well. And I must also mention here that this local club that we have started has been, I won't take much credit on this because all the efforts of meeting people, getting getting a lot of interest in it, etc., all credit goes to my wife Vidya, who is and has always been quite active in the local community. She's also been the president of the local Rotary Club for the last couple of years.
Right.
So because of her and her contacts in the local community, it has been quite possible to do all this.
Thank you. We've got some comments. Let's see those comments. Neil Sharkar from India is watching us. Then we have Samad Chaudhary. Nice program watching. Thank you. He's been writing so many comments. Congratulations, leading community media platform. Okay. Love and Let's Relax Bangla. Thank you, Samad Chaudhary, for staying with us. And then we have Sheikh Amina Khanam. She's saying yay to children's tournament. She participated last time.
Yes,
At our tournament, which was really good. Then she wrote, well, she's got a question. Can you organize a women's event with childcare facilities? Is that possible? Maybe Shahid Bhai can highlight on that if we manage to get some sponsors. What'd you say?
Well, first of all, like Shahid paid up. As soon as I approached him, he didn't say no. He said, okay, Bhaiya, we'll do whatever we can to make this event successful. Like Ashik, he couldn't get through from Bangladesh, I think, because of the network problem. So really, hats off to these guys and their other sponsors as well. But especially I like to say Shahid and Ashik. They're like younger brothers to me. And they know that I'm involved with Carrom for such a long time. And they always say, come on, brother, do something, in Tower Hamlets or in London. But as we all know, the doing a tournament in London is very expensive.
It is.
Getting a hotel or a venue where there's a staying facility in the same hotel or same venue and food is impossible to do it in London. We need more sponsors like you, Shahid, to do one. But at the moment, it's not possible. But in the future, inshallah, we'll see what we can do.
maybe we can work something more.
Yes, we need 10 shahids to come
Yeah.
up for it.
We'll
Not
try to
one.
find 10 shahid to come on board.
Yeah.
Nazrul Bhai,
Inshallah.
what is the budget for these kind of events that you organize? How much do you really spend? I know it's a big amount because like hotel and all that facilities you have to provide. Can't hear you. You're muted.
For this event, Eurocup, is about £40,000.
40,000. That's a great amount.
It's really big amount. For World Championship, it cost us about £65,000 in 2017, 16 in Birmingham. Yeah.
So how do you fund this besides sponsors?
It's very difficult to cover everything from the sponsorship. Main proportion of the budget comes from all the players.
Mm-hmm.
All the players participating, they pay their entry fees. So like 70% of the money coming from all the players. So they are not only players, they are only sponsors as well. So hats off to all the players, because this is the event we are holding every year. And every year we are planning it in year advance. How we are going to participate, how we are going to manage the money, how many players are going to participate. So this is a passion for us. It's like every festival, Carrom festival, you can say. We plan every year, and everyone is paying from their pocket. No one getting any sponsor for personally. And rest of the money coming from sponsors, whatever we could. And sometime we are breaking even, sometime we are in loss. So that's how it's going for years and years.
So if the program is hosted next year in Switzerland, then does that mean you have to pay for your own entry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got our another sponsor, Ashik Bhai, who joined. Ashik Bhai, welcome to the show. Can you tell me?
Sorry.
Can you tell me something about yourself and how are you supporting this event and why are you supporting it?
Well, my name is Ashik Rahman. I'm a businessman in owner CEO of Shadwell Enterprise. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I've just traveled all the way Sylhet to Dhaka. Yeah, and Rinkubai told me I've met those brothers who are arranging. I think Rinkubai is one of the organizers as well. And looking forward to see you all on the 6th. And obviously I'm still in Bangladesh, so I'm going to fly on the 4th. So hopefully, yes. And I'd like to ask everyone to join this event. It is going to be a big and huge, and I'm very positive about it, and I'm really proud to be sponsored this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was Ashik Rahman. He joined us from Bangladesh. So you can see how passionate he is to support his friend and being a businessman and supporting for good cause is, I mean, we all should do that. And we try, many of us try from our own perspective. Anyway, if I ask Sandesh,
Yes,
in
Hafsa.
India, how are you supporting young generation to become not just a Carrom, but because in India, the same situation like any other country, they are so focused on digital devices. So in India, how do you encourage young generation? And is there any women tournament taking place in Carrom competition?
Hafsa, I think, I cannot talk much about the Indian Carrom in Indian perspective is because I have not been to India, say, let's say in last six years. I haven't traveled back home. So I'm mainly based here. So I'm actually active with the activities which UKCF is doing it in the in the UK itself. And whenever the Eurocup happens, we travel to those particular countries. But yes, as a general awareness, yes, I have been following the events which is going back home in India. And you wouldn't believe the kind of sponsorship they are able to raise. Now they are even sponsoring all the players worldwide travel, plus the incentives such as sponsoring jobs in big corporations, plus like giving somebody a flat as a price for a particular tournament. I mean, I remember one of the world champion. I think he got a flat. In some of the rewards. So the situation from the perspective of sponsors is much more stronger back home in India, and I can see they are organizing it more on a grand scale than what we are able to manage it. But I think we are getting there. As everybody would have pointed this out, that we can do this on bigger scale, provided that we have sponsorship support coming forward. I think that's all I've got to say about this.
Okay, thank you. Rinku bhai, Bangladeshi women. In Bangladesh, I mean, I don't recall seeing women playing. I used to see more of men playing Carrom. But has that changed over the years?
Yes, definitely. In Bangladesh, there is a Carrom Federation. At the moment, Bangladesh Carrom Federation, they have women's players, they have men's players. Recently, they had a tournament. I think about 80 participants took part. So even they go all over the world to play for the nations. We are lack of having women players as a UKCF, women's and children's players. We need to push our children's to come and play for the UK. And the way we're going at the moment, I'm sure we're not far away. Last tournament, the winner and the runner-up, the one we've hosted, they turned out to be my nieces. They turned out to be my nieces. I didn't know. I haven't seen them for like 30 years. And after that, I've got a call coming from them saying, "Mama, we were the champions."
And they live quite far as well.
They live
quite far, and they
far
attended.
away. I actually called them today and said, "Look, you need to come to that event.
Absolutely.
And see for yourself how this tournament run. I'm sure you'll get more interest in it, and they will definitely come and view all these exciting players in Europe. Eurocup, it's not just men's, it's women's as well.
Yeah.
So we'll be like playing men's against women's against women's.
But one thing, anyone can answer this question, that being a Bangladeshi woman, being Islamic, many women, they think culturally it's not approval of playing against a man, because when I was organizing the event, they were keep asking me, is there going to be men? Are they playing? And I had to say, no men are playing, but there will be men supporting us, but you won't be playing against the man, you'll be playing against the woman. So this kind of issues come aboard. So how would you going to overcome that?
Hafsa, for only Eurocup, we have like mix men and women playing. But when in terms of World Cup or World Championship, there is women's section are separate from men. So women's play against women. They don't play with men's. So this is like completely separate. But in Eurocup, it's a small community, and we, like the president said, Lisa, it's a family. So we all like,
if I can intervene, Rinku bhai, we tried with separate women's tournament in Eurocup as well. Twice we tried it. Only reason we don't do mixed one now, because we don't have enough women's players. If we have enough women's players, even for our ranking, if we can get 10 women's players, we can have a separate ranking for the women's as well. So
Right.
that's not a problem. So it's depend on how many come forward and let us know they are coming. We can always arrange separately for the women's, separate for the men's. That's not a problem.
Okay. I mean, a lot of women, they might be interested now after listening to this. They might be interested. They want to come on board, and maybe what might work effectively if they go and witness one of those competitions.
Yes,
That
definitely.
people who are interested to play, they might go there and see it with their own eyes, how people are playing, and what you see. That kind of grows interest.
It's very important to see how the European Carrom Federation or UK Carrom Federation host a European tournament. Because when I got involved with the UKCF, first tournament I went to, when I looked at it, I just said, wow, this is not the way I used to play. This is not the way they're hosting it. So it's completely different. We, as you know, everyone in, especially Bangladeshis, we play standing up with bigger boards and bigger strikers, and then yeah, it's totally different. And if you look at it, my request to all your viewers who's watching or listening, put this date on your diary: 4th, 5th, and 6th of next month. Well, we only 3 days left, so put that on your diary. Whenever you can, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, even for an hour, half an hour, 10 minutes, come down, have a look at yourself, how these tournaments run and organized. And I'm sure you will feel that, you'll be more interested to play.
I'm super
Yeah,
excited.
just for their information, I like to clarify that Sunday after 12:30 is not going to be much match left, because up to 12:30 all round will be finished, and after lunch only the final will be there. So best days are Friday and Saturday. It's going to be all day matches up to 7 o'clock, and Sunday up to 12:30. After that final, then closing ceremony. Thank you.
Right, we haven't got much time, so before we go, I would like everyone to say a few words for the whatever comes in your head. So if I ask Sandesh to say a few words for our viewers.
I would like to add to the question of women perspective that you brought it up. What I would like to add there, it may appear prima facie that women are not competing enough, but that's not the correct picture. Because if you look at the world championship level, you would find women, for example, I can give you a few names if you might have heard. One is Rashmi Kumari, Kajal Kumari, Ayesha Mohammed. These kind of players, they are so good at their game, they even beat men top players. So it cannot be seen as if women are any behind in the sport, but it all depends on, how can I say, the involvement, like number of women participating in the tournament. So in the international perspective, women are much more active. It doesn't matter whether they're competing against woman versus women or they're competing against men, because there are some formats where women are competing against, because it's an open format. So I just wanted to correct the position there that women are no way behind as compared to men players here.
Being in UK is a slightly different story. Wouldn't you agree, Rinku Bhai or Nazrul Bhai, that women, predominantly women are from Sylhet, and Sylheti people are more conservative, I would say. So because of that reason, you don't get very many women, although they have interest, but they don't come out. They just play individual with the women only, and that's how they feel comfortable.
Well, like I said before, and I think we should do the way we've done the tournament before, just women's, and keep doing this, and tell them that we can have a separate, like the president said, we can have a separate women's tournament, a ranking tournament for UKCF. So that will keep them away from men's. And I'm sure UKCF are happy to do this, and we are willing to, very happy to accommodate this.
Your last word, Amar, please. Can't hear you,
Your
Omar.
mic off.
Sorry. I was on mute. So I would like to take this opportunity to speak to all our viewers, the listeners, to basically take this
Well,
opportunity.
basically, it's listeners and viewers
And
as well.
viewers, yes.
Is
So
it? Okay. So I would like to basically tell all of them to come over next weekend, this coming weekend, actually. Or is it? Yeah, this is
yeah,
this
this
weekend.
Yes,
this
Nick.
weekend.
Yeah, this coming weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4th, 5th, and 6th in Uxbridge, very close to the station, your Brunel University. And as Nazrul mentioned earlier, it's in the netball hall, sports hall, which is the sports center as soon as you enter in the university. We will also have the banners there, and some of us will be there around to if we are not playing. So yeah, please do come in, watch some fantastic Carrom going on. Not only UK players, but all over the European players as well. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Omar. Can I go to Rinkubai?
Yes, I'd like to thank Relax Radio for giving us the second opportunity to come and share our views and promote Carrom. At the same time, I'd like to request all the viewers and listeners who is listening or viewing now or maybe day after or a couple of days' time, please put these dates on your diary and come and visit us. Give it a go. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Thank you.
Nazrul Bhai.
Yeah, once again, thank you, Hafsa, for giving us a chance to broadcast this program to all the viewers, all the Carrom lovers. Please come and join us, support our team, and meet our European friends. Also, I like to thank all the sponsors who supporting us. Without their support, we would have been much worse position. So I like to thank them again, and I'm sure we'll be working in future as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who came into the show today, the sponsors, the player, the president and vice president, and the European president of European Carrom Federation. So thank you everyone for joining me at Relax Radio, and I shall see you guys next Monday again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Hafsa.
Thank you.
সকাল দুপুর সন্ধ্যা রাতে তোমার আমার কথা হবে রিল্যাক্স রেডিও বাংলায় রিল্যাক্স রেডিও